India has no official religion. The people of India follow different religions, making India a secular state. Every citizen of India has the right to freely profess, practice, and propagate any religion. Individuals are free to change their religion at their will. However, no one can compel another person to convert into a religion by means of force, fraud, inducement, or allurement. The Indian Constitution bans ill-treatment in the name of religion and religious practices, such as the sacrifice of animals or forcing a widow to shave her head and dress in white. The right also prohibits the government from discriminating on the basis of religion or forcing people to pay taxes for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious institution. Did you know India is an 80% Hindu country, yet its Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, is a Sikh. The leader of its largest political party, the Congress, is Ms. Sonia Gandhi, who is a Catholic of Italian origin, and the country's Vice President is a Muslim. Similarly, educational institutions managed by private bodies cannot compel anyone to participate in any religious instruction or attend any religious worship. Minority groups in India can feel neglected or undermined under the impact of language, religion, and culture of the majority. For example, Sikhs are a majority in Punjab, but a minority in other states such as Rajasthan, Haryana, or Delhi. Therefore, to protect the interests of the minority groups, the Constitution of India has laid down the fifth fundamental right, which speaks about the cultural and educational rights of minorities. Every section of citizens with a distinct language or culture has the right to conserve it. Any educational institution run by the government or receiving grants from the government cannot deny admission to any citizen on the grounds of religion or language. Every minority community has the right to establish and administer an educational institution of their choice. The right to enforce all these fundamental rights mentioned in the Indian Constitution is called the right to constitutional remedies. It allows you to seek legal assistance from courts if any of your constitutional rights are violated. Did you know, in 1993, the National Human Rights Commission, or NHRC, was set up by law to secure all the rights granted by the Constitution to the citizens. Any citizen can write to the NHRC to complain against the violation of a constitutional right. You can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court of your state. Even the President of India cannot stop you from approaching the Supreme Court to secure your fundamental rights. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar called this right the heart and soul of our Constitution. No law or action can violate the fundamental rights. The right states that any act of the legislature or the executive or any other government authority that takes away or limits any fundamental right will be considered invalid. An ordinary citizen can challenge the laws of the central and state governments, the policies and actions of the government or of governmental organizations. The Supreme Court and the High Court of any state are authorized to issue directions, orders or writs for enforcement of the fundamental rights. The judiciary in India is independent of the government and the Parliament. A case seeking relief from the violation of any fundamental right, which is in the interests of the public, is known as a public interest litigation or PIL. Any citizen or a group of citizens can approach the Supreme Court or a High Court for the protection of public interest against a particular law or action of the government. You can write your grievance to the judge on a postcard too.